Hey everybody, this is Pete Sounds, and I am finally here with part one of my custom knife collection. I wanted to start by saying that I appreciate all the comments and messages that were left before, and that also I appreciate the messages that were sent asking me when this was going to actually happen. So it's finally here, and this is going to be just part one of a very long series, probably 10 part series, because I have so many custom knives and I can only take up so much time per video. So I'm only going to show a few right now, and yeah, part one. Also, I wanted to also say that I'm not going to be discussing price on any of these knives. If you are interested in checking out the prices, you can always go and look up the maker and style on the internet, and I'm sure you can find them there. So, starting off, I am going to be here with this is a Robert Terzola. And if you are unfamiliar with Robert Terzola, he is widely considered the godfather of custom tactical knives. And this is definitely one of his top knives. It's a light pattern Damascus with Mokame bolsters and fossilized woolly mammoth tooth. You can see the vein and the inlay from the fossil of the tooth, and the colors are just absolutely fantastic. And it's got a Mokame spine, and it's a liner lock, and it's got really smooth action. It's definitely got some heft to it, and it's got all the tail signs of a Terzola knife. You got the Robert Terzola kicker up front and the tail here in the back, which he puts on a lot of his knives, especially the kicker. But anyway, it's a great custom from Robert Terzola. Next, we have a Greg Lightfoot flipper. This is the Bulldog limited edition tactical flipper. It's a collaboration that Greg Lightfoot did with knifeart.com, and you can either use the flipper or the thumb stud. I prefer the flipper just because of the action on it. It's carbon fiber bolsters, micarta handle. It is a liner lock, and it is a beautiful knife. It's got his logo, the shark's tooth here, also on the clip, and this is just an all-around beautiful knife from Greg Lightfoot. This is one of my favorite custom knives. It is by Neil Blackwood, and this is the custom version of the Benchmade Skirmish, which he also designed for Benchmade based on this this knife here. It's a beautiful Damascus blade with carbon fiber bolsters and a micarta handle. It's got the titanium spine with a lot of file work there on the back. And what I love about this knife is that it has like a two-face effect where it's got the carbon fiber and micarta on one side, and then you flip it over and you have all titanium on the back. It is a awesome frame lock, integral to the titanium frame, and it's a great knife by Neil Blackwood. He puts his name on the inside there, Blackwood. It's a great knife. Moving down, this is the Tie One On by Brian Tye. This is also a flipper or a thumb stud opener. It's got a great Damascus blade with his logo on the knife as well as on the clip here. It's got a beautiful wood inlay over the titanium, and it's a button lock, so you just push the button in and close it. And again, this has great action. It also, the way that it's designed, where when it's open and it kind of flipper turns into a guard, and then you have the cuff at the bottom, it really grips the hand really nice, both in regular grip or reverse ice pick, you know, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, beautiful knife by Brian Tye. Tie One On. This is a custom collaboration that I worked on with David Mosier, who's one of my favorite custom makers. This is an untitled knife as of yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to call it yet. If you have any suggestions, feel free to send those in. This is a cross between a Wharncliffe and a Hawkbill. It has a slight recurve here in the blade. David Mosier's logo on the knife. I decided to go with David Mosier's classic knife settings, which are usually titanium on the bolster and carbon fiber through the body. I also chose to go with a liner lock, and he got a little artistic with the clip, which is great. I also prefer on this knife a covered spine, and me and David went back and forth with a few designs, and this was the final result, and I couldn't be happier with this knife. It's one of my favorites, and I carry it often. So, David Mosier. Moving down the line here, we have a Tom Watson. This is the Desert Fighter. Again, beautiful Damascus blade with the Tom Watson logo on the top. Titanium bolster with the micarta handle. Beautiful anodized titanium liners going all the way through the knife and then around to the spine. And this is an overall, I mean, this is just a great fighter knife. You know, I love tactical custom blades. Those are probably what you're going to see most often in my collection. I do have a lot of art knives also, but I'm partial to tactical folders. I also have a lot of fixed blades, which are definitely going to be coming soon. So, Tom Watson. This is also one of my favorite custom blades. This is a collaboration piece between Randy Doucette and Paul Savage. It's called the Wizard. There was only 10 of these made, and this is number 3. And 3 out of 10 listed right there. Oh, and I also forgot to tell you that this is also a limited edition blade. This is number 5005 right here out of 25. So, but back to this one. Randy Doucette did the style of the knife and the style of the blade, and Paul Savage did the actual forging. It's got a beautiful hamon going all the way on the front to the back, and it's got an onyx thumb stud, really thick liner lock, and beautiful action carbon fiber all the way through the body, and one of my favorites. Beautiful beautiful blade by Randy Doucette and Paul Savage. Moving down the line, this is a Butch Ball. It's the Scorpion Jr. It's only a flipper, but it has amazing action. Again, beautiful Damascus, mirror polished Damascus with the Butch Ball logo. It's black and green micarta with anodized titanium liners all the way around, and anodized titanium pocket clip. And this is a newer knife for me, and I love the size. It's a great size, fits really well in my hand, and the action is just incredible on this Butch Ball blade. Up here we have a, this is another Randy Doucette. I believe this is the Bulldog Randy Doucette logo, and it's a S30V blade. Light carbon fiber, titanium bolsters, beautiful liner lock, great flipper action as well as the thumb stud. And this is just a great blade. I love Randy Doucette's blade shapes. They're you know, really unique to him. And again, the flipper action also creates a beautiful sort of half guard, and the knife has some great, it's like really fits in your hand really nicely, and I enjoy that about a lot of Randy Doucette's blades. So beautiful Randy Doucette knife. This is also a Greg Lightfoot, same style of carbon fiber, light carbon fiber, Greg Lightfoot knife. Beautiful blade, has like the thickest titanium liner lock I've ever seen on a knife. I mean, it is just super thick and strong, and pause. But it's a great knife, and I ended up carrying this knife a lot. It's really super sharp, and it is another great knife by Greg Lightfoot. And finally, on this first part, I'm going to end it where I started it with another Robert Terzola blade, carbon fiber body, titanium bolsters. This is a liner lock. You have his logo on the clip as well as on the blade. Now, if it's not like a Damascus blade like this first one, you usually always find his logo center on the blade there. And this is actually an S30V, which is a little bit rarer for Robert Terzola. Normally he does 154 CPM 154 steel. This has got a beautiful, you know, this is just a great blade. I carry this blade all the time, and yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites by him. You'll see more of Robert Terzola's knives as the collection progresses. So again, this is just part 1 of what's going to be a super long series, so hopefully you stay tuned, and you know, definitely email me, leave comments if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to get back at you. See you next time.